Lately I've been creating all these little field note recipe cards. They're tiny ideas, folds, pockets, got some pockets right there, envelopes. And I realized they were starting to become their own little collection. So instead of letting them pile up on my desk, I decided they finally needed a home. This isn't going to be a perfectly polished journal. I really want this to become more of a working journal, notes book, a place for ideas, for finished projects, inspiration, notes, little scraps, just documenting the creative process as I go. So I picked up this journal on Amazon. It was like $5, I think, not very expensive, because I loved the soft botanicals on it. Let's open it up. So I have another one I got from my Mexico trip. I've already taken out pages, you can see, so that it gives me room when I start putting my stuff in here. Right now I'm just doing my Spanish classes, and I put some little decorative stuff in there. These are from Fabi Art Studio on Facebook. He had them up there for free. But this is the same journal, just a little bit smaller. But I thought this one would look perfect for my field notes, although, you know, I'm doing kind of an animal themed field notes. I got flowers, I got mushrooms and animals, and these are some things I've been making the last couple of weeks, trying to see, get the right measurements so I can show you guys how to make them. But I decided what I wanted to do was to take these and put them in here. And this is the perfect size for this page to glue the first one, put my notes. And on some of these, I already have numbers. So this one was Mondays. So I've got number 1, field notes recipe. Kind of gives you a little idea of how you could use these items. So you could use for journal pages, memory keeping, field notes, mail, storytelling. This one here is my slow stitch project that we finished. Oh, let's just pull this out. So the first one is this over here. We did a spread on Monday. Right here, and I actually took this photo because when I was printing this, I had it. So this matches this one. So that's going to be my first number 1 field note that goes in this journal. So then I had this when I was getting my inspiration for this prayer cloth slow stitch collage. I was thinking about putting these in here, but then I thought, why not have a separate journal so I can put ideas, thoughts, maybe some actual pictures. Like this one has the picture of the final page, but if you look at these, I made these and I took the picture of the actual items and put in here. And they were a couple of years ago when I made them. And I left the numbers off so I can go through here and just kind of pick what I might want to do next. You know, I've done these. I have videos on most of this. And I want to just be able to have something to go in, and when I just don't know what to do, or I'm just stressed, or there's too much going on, like this week I've had company all week. So I can come in here and pick one of these out of my notes journal here, my recipe journal. I'm just going to stick them in here, and there's plenty of room to add more. I have a little window on both sides for that one. But today we're going to put this one. What did I do with the other one? I just had it in my hand. You know, I can go and make a, where'd that one go? I can go and do a little thing on this one, pull these out and have one of these to go in this idea book. Or my last month's journal, I could do the same thing. So that's what we're going to be doing with these. So some of them do have some numbers on it. Where did those go? this one. So this one, that number will be changing because it just happened to get on there when I printed it, what's supposed to be. Some of these others have a place to put my number and even have a stamp. So these right now will go in my recipe accordion file folder. It's the recipe book. And I can just keep adding more and more. But because I had more of these, I decided, all this I got, those are supposed to go in there. I decided that this one I'm going to use to put found stuff in around my house. So I've got mailing cards that came in the mail. Found some lace, some fabric. I even threw some of my washi tape in here. Had some envelopes that they won't fit, but we are going to use these today, but I could put them in there like this until I got ready to use them, or I could trim them down. This here actually is some good found stuff that we can use, so it can go in my found journal thing here for later, or maybe today, I don't know. And I'll just wrap it up and we'll have those to do something with. So as I go through the house, I even found this and I thought, I had it in the trash. Well, why do I got it in the trash? This would make a cool pocket, and then just the noise from it. So I'm going to set those to the side for now. I have this, which I'm going to also put up. So I'm going to put these on Pinterest. So you can go if you want to get them, and you can print them and have them to go in your own little page. And after these, I'm going to put them up without the numbers. Well, no, I need to put the numbers on. So they'll have numbers as I go. That way they match the videos and all. Then I made this to go with that. So what I'm going to do with it, is I'm going to trim it up. You know, I think these are, they're going to be smaller. 1 3/4. So I'm not sure how. You know what I will do? I may not have had punches back then. Let's just do it this way. So I'm just going to tear these. I need 1 and 2 right now because we'll do 3 on the next video. So I'll put those over here. See, I was cutting. My paper wasn't good enough yet to throw it away. But I thought this would be a great place to put all this and kind of have a record from one journal to the next. And be honest, I don't know if I will need to, in the end, take out too many of these pages. We'll see when we get this first signature here, how thick it is. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages in a signature. So by the time I do this, and I'm not adding lace and stuff like that, I'm just going to add this and maybe some notes or a updated little picture of actually what I made that time. Now I think what I'm going to do is use a whole spread for one. That way, if I go back to this one and I do it more than once, I can come over here and put the second picture and put number 53 or number 56, whichever one. And then when I actually, like this one, this is just a prototype. I've not made this one. But, you know, so I am going to ink these up and try and make my pages look kind of feel notey oldie kind of thing. But I have all these ideas, and I was going through my past videos and thinking, what could I go back to and redo in a different way? And that's where these came from, the past videos. And I'm thinking, how can I use them in different ways? So it's inspiration. It's not actually step for step what I'm going to follow. Now, this one is actually the page that I did, which I'll be putting in here for the other ones later on, just to show, you know, hey, this is the actual one I did the first time around. And I do think I'm going to do one spread for each one. So I'll put this one here first, but I want to do something. I was at Joann's yesterday, and I'm not Joann's, I miss Joann's. I was at Hobby Lobby, and I found this, and I thought it would be cool to use. I need to use that somewhere on this. It would be cool to use as a stencil and just kind of, let's see if it's going to let me get stuff on it. Yeah. And I'm not doing this to look like anything special. I just want it to have some kind of design on it. So when the pages are not in here, it looks good. And this might work better with one of the brushes. It looks like it might be a brown. Actually, I think it does work better with the brushes. And another thing I'm thinking about doing, right now, I'm going to leave it, but we may go and collage this. But you can see it's already kind of collaged and done in kintsugi. I have some digitals that are kintsugi, which means I think it's the Japanese. If they break something like a bowl or something, they take and put it back together and mend the broken pieces, which is such a cool thing, I think. So I could just sit here one day and do all this, and just sit and do all the pages and go ahead and get them done if I'm watching TV or something. I don't like that one. And I'm going to go ahead and cover this one up because it's going to be my front page. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. Over here, I'm going to glue that down. Where's my glue stick? Just because it's an odd page, I'm just going to take my glue stick and put glue on it. I don't need this page anyway. And then what I can do is put another page over the other side so you don't see all this. Because you can see the writing and all. So we'll cover this page up with something. I get it. This is why I do the two. Come on now. One thing about the glue bottles is they get stuck. Yeah, this one's kind of feels like it. There we go. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and do this page so we have both of our images. Should I do mix like that, or I like that one too? So that's another thing we can do is just do different designs. I don't know where my flower one went. So I can line this up best I can, and that will help with some of that. Yeah, see, I'm getting in my others. I may have to put some tape on it. That way I don't go too far. Let's see. So I hope y'all have had a good week. I have had company, but it was fun. Now the company's gone and it's going to rain, so I'm glad it didn't rain while they were here. And I kind of just quit finding the dots, so yeah, I like these. I had some more, but they didn't have something like this. The reason I thought they would be good is because of this. I love these too. I just don't know where my block is. I'll put some more right here and maybe cover up that. I think it's going to be covered up by the. Okay. Let's put that there. Excuse me. Okay. So page 1 will be number 1. Now you can decorate them and go ahead and do all that, but one reason I'm not going to is because I'm going to add these as we do the videos. So I don't want to take a long time to do all this. I may want to, what do I got over here? So the other thing is I am, right now, we started with this ephemera pack. So for this journal, right now we're using this ephemera pack. Okay, so right now I can use this stuff in here. My other journal is just totally separate. What I was thinking is something like this to go under, or maybe something like this to just kind of give it some pizzazz, maybe. Because we can always come back and cover this up. What I want over here, there's some butterflies. I'm putting it down there. I think so. Yeah, I don't want to go layer crazy, but I feel like I just need something pop off the page, you know. So let me see. I want this under. Oh, maybe all the way over there. I'm really excited about getting some kind of a system to keep up with all this stuff. I mean, I have my YouTube channel that has all of it. I have photos in my camera, and on the computer. I think this analog kind of thing will look good. I'm going to try and make it crooked. I don't know why I didn't do this one crooked. Oh well, it's on there now. Okay, so that's number 1. My number 1 stamp. Where do I want to put it? I want to put it right there, maybe. I want to put it. I think I'm going to put it right there for now, because we're going to have more stamps and we're going to need more places to put the stamp sets. So if we put them kind of like even right there on that one, I like that. And this is what I mean by printing it out. This one I was playing with, and I wanted to put in some of my ephemera kits as examples. Okay, so if I didn't do this one, I would want to put the picture over here, but I do think I want it smaller. So maybe about that size of the picture there that you can see good. Or I could put this size in here. It's just totally up to me. But I was going to put them in my ephemera packs for customers to have some ideas of what I've actually done with them. Okay. So then here, I actually have labels. And I will put them up on Pinterest too, so you can go and find them. And what it means when it says made, it's basically, what did we make? A page from an ephemera pack. Isn't that what I made? Yes, it was. And because a lot of field notes have dates on it, I'm going to put a little date up here. So this is 5. Monday was we're going to say it's the 18th. I don't know if it was or not. 26. So then this could go somewhere in here. Maybe right there. And I think I'm going to put it right there. As we go along and I get used to doing these, I'll have more ideas of how I want it. Right now, they're just going. And that's some of the thing of field notes is you have a big mess. And then like me, you forget to distress your little thing. That's okay, we got it. And you don't have to distress these. I just do because I started doing it finally. It took me a year to get to where I like distressing this. Okay, so then our next one. This is the actual slow stitch design that I came up with and used for my slow stitch thing. And I have a picture somewhere that I'm going to get and see how it's different. So I am going to put one of these in this one. I don't know if I can print one right now or not. Well, I'll come back in a few minutes. So I'm going to take some of this off so it's not quite so long. This one says, slow down, savor the little things. And then it does have number 2 because it was number 2. So what I could do is put it right across the thing right there. Let's see. Now, one thing I do advise, if you're going to do that, is that you cut that because it gets too thick when you start having a lot of this on the spine. I think we will do that. And I'll get that other picture printed out and we'll stick it on here somewhere because this is not the original. This is the mock-up that I did. So I'm going to get as close to that center as I can get it, but not to where it's catching on there. And I can show you my other book here in a second of what happens when it does that. I need to do a flip through of that. If you want to see a flip through of my 2 last month's journals, definitely let me know. I can get one up for you. So this is the journal that I'm talking about that I was having problems. You see right here, I just took and folded my page in half like this. And I glued it just like that. I glued it down. Well, as it kept getting bigger, this was tearing. It was pulling and stretching the pages. Let me see if I can find a good one. See right here, I had to put some washi tape on it. So definitely go and this one I cut and it looks so much better and it closes better. So I need to do a flip through of that one. So this was our slow stitch, our Be Still slow stitch. Now, I'm not planning on having Quiet Wednesdays in here for the most part, but since this kind of got in there this time, I'm going to leave it because I like it. And I'm really just, so like right now I could take from my found book, I'll get a piece of this right here. I don't even need a big piece. I like that pointiness. And I can put that up under there and give it some more texture. But I don't want to do too much on these. I want to, but because I don't want to have a big, humongous book, but that might be fun in the end, though. Let's see. Put that there. Point it down a little. So I don't want my pages poking out right now. Yeah, right there. So that was the 15th. We're going to say this is the 17th, which may or may not be. I need to find my little writing pen because this one's a little bit big to be writing on there. I may later on make that bigger, but I think it's a pretty good size. So what do we want this to go? It's already there. We got one there. I put it down here. I think that looks like a good idea. And, oh, you know what? Let's see. Since this is going to be like a field notes, I kind of want it to be an up-to-date kind of thing, you know, from real time, plus maybe a vintage feel. I don't know. I'm going to stick that under there just to give it some more lived-in kind of scattered thing. I could put this piece over here. I'm not really liking the black, but you know, just a little piece may not hurt it too much. Just kind of tuck it under there. I'll put this with it. Just that black is too much. At least for me. It might not be for you. There. Tone it down a little bit. So I can put my pieces back in. I can use this to hold the back of that. There we go. So I don't know if I want to put diamonds on them or not. I think I'm going to leave them off and put that in there. See right here where it's kind of, I don't want to fold right. I think I got it too close because of the way these signatures are put together right there. So I might be able to just trim this off real lightly. There we go. And it's looking like a real field notes all messed up and just whatever happens to it stepped on. And that's why I'm thinking I'm probably gonna redo the front, the covers. So for Monday, because I'm gonna put this up tomorrow, which is Friday, look for some envelopes. I left this in because some of this we can use in our books and journals from everyday stuff, so you don't have to buy so much. But look for something like this, some cardstock, some yogurt boxes, cereal boxes, old books, newspapers. This is some tissue paper I have. that reminds me of newspaper. You could use labels, bags. I was using bags, Taco Bell and stuff like that. So just look around the house, get you a little box or a little bowl. I had bowls too. I just made these the other day, trying to get my accordions back into progress. But you can see, I even saved this from my slow stitch that I'm working on. And it can be put in a journal. So get your stuff together and come along Monday and let's do. Where'd my other one go? Everything's getting lost. Things running away. So Monday we're going to do a junk mail envelope, pocket, and ephemera pack. Actually, I'm going to video it in a few minutes just so we can have it. So thank you so much. I hope that you start your own little junk journal, field notes journal alongside me. Like I said, this was about $5, $6 on Amazon. I can put a link up to some other ones, the same one and the other ones that they have that you could use the same thing. I mean, this one has lines, but this one has a dot print. They're the same brand. So, I mean, I saved this paperwork too. Trying to figure out where I might want to put it in here. So I hope to see you on Monday's video. Thank you guys and have a great day.